What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of KJD Investor. This is yours truly, KJ, and without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the portfolio. As you guys can see, it's after President's Day. The market's jumping already. I had a feeling it was going to go up in value over the weekend and President's Day, and I was totally right. You guys, the investment account sitting at $64,638.32. And as you can tell, the numbers just keeps changing instantaneously. We're up in the portfolio in the pre-market, y'all. We already in the pre-market for $241.18 already on today. As you come down, we're looking at the buying power, $686.27. We're going to be deploying some of that into some of our favorite ETFs and stocks on today. Hopefully, we can try to make some quick cash flow as well in some of these short-term strategies. We got that cash earning interest, $53.73. That's soon to change. We got a 4% APY with the gold membership because I'm a gold member here on Robinhood. So you already know how that go. Look at the Bitcoin crypto sitting at $96,234 right now. Ethereum's at $27.03 and Avalanche is at $24.09. We're going to be buying more exposure to that Bitcoin through our Bitcoin ETF, IBIT. And I'll talk about that a little later on in this episode. Now to the bread and butter, the stocks and ETFs. Guys, this is how we're going to create a passive portfolio of income for ourselves. As you can tell, the market is up today, already in the pre-market, and it is jumping. I'm very excited about this week in the market. I had a very good feeling about this week. We only got 4 trading days this week because of President's Day, but that's okay. We're going to take advantage of all 4 days. If you know what you're doing in the market, if you're a buy and hold long-term investor like myself, you should be fine. You guys have been following me for a while. And then to the newcomers, I'm going to let you know that I am a long-term investor. I believe in long-term strategy. Buy and hold big boy blue chips long-term. That's my strategy. It's been working out for me for the last couple of years. So I have really enjoyed it. Not only just that, I've also started a short-term strategy where I buy into short-term stocks like Serve Robotics or Palantir. Well, Palantir did start off as a short, but it kept doing so great. I just kind of made Palantir part of the long term, so I'm going to continue doing that. But anyway, as you can see, we're looking at some of our stocks and ETFs, and you guys know what, right now, one of my number one top performing stocks in my portfolio that's just red hot right now, on fire, is Walmart. Walmart is not even a growth stock, guys. It is a value style stock, but Walmart has been doing very, very well lately. Right now, Walmart is sitting at $104.02. As you see, it just turned red, but it was green on today. I have 111.46 shares of Walmart. Market value is $11,594.84. Average cost is $58.12. Total return, I am up in this position $5,116.87. That's a 78.99% gain on the dollar. The ROI, return on investment. You guys, listen. If I haven't told you anything else, I'm telling you now. You got to learn to find how you can put your money into companies, into big boy stocks, man. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this, y'all. Y'all need to find out the best options or strategies for you. I can't tell you just to do what I do because that'll be financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have a Series 6. I don't have a Series 7. I can't give you guys financial advice, and then something happens. You put your money in the stock I tell you I recommend, and then all of a sudden the stock go down, you lose your money, then you trying to take somebody to court and all this and that. No, dog, no. That ain't how it gonna work on my channel. That's why I'm just a normal guy with a YouTube channel. That enjoys trading stocks, that enjoys building wealth for himself and his family. And all I'm doing on my YouTube channel with my portfolio is showing you guys what I do. And if you want to copy my plan, copy my strategy, that's totally up to you. You can do that and you see the results that I'm getting. If you like these results, you can have similar results or this exact same results. So all I'm saying is, if it works for me, all I'm saying is, if it works for me, then you know the rest of the saying. It will work for you. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, look, for me, Walmart has been an outstanding company for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, it's good for my portfolio. A lot of people saying, why you invest so much in Walmart? Why you got over $11,000 in Walmart? Guys, because it's built up to this position. I didn't start off with putting $10,000 into Walmart. No. As a matter of fact, I started at zero, just like everybody else that starts at investing. I get that question a lot. Well, KJ, what did you start at? How much money did you start with your portfolio? How much money did zero, just like everybody else. I started at zero because we all have life to live and we all have decisions to make. And guys, I've made the decision years ago to put my money towards something that's going to bring me back a return and keep me off a job for the rest of my life. Who wants to work for somebody for the rest of their life? Not me. Who wants to struggle for the rest of their life? Not me. So guess what? The answers to those questions have led me to the decisions I've made to invest so I can have the future and the lifestyle that I deserve. You guys got to figure out what your life plans are, your goals in life. You got to figure out if you want to invest, if you just want to save money, if you want to keep working on that job 9 to 5, keep waking up, rain, sleet, sun, and shine, or whatever. If you want to continue doing for the man, you continue doing for the man. If you want to continue working when you're in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, you do you. You make those decisions for yourself. But as for me, and I'm young, I'm in my 30s, I said I still want to enjoy my youth. I want to enjoy my time here on earth, and I want to enjoy my money that I accumulate. So I'm going to sacrifice in the early days so I can kick back in the later days and be able to have what I want to have in my life working for me. And that's me putting my money to work on my behalf. As I said before, you ain't got to do it. That ain't got to be your strategy. But for me, it's definitely my strategy. Because as you can tell right here, the total return is working for me. $5,100 in the surplus right now in the company Walmart. It's been red hot. I've been investing in Walmart for the last 8 years. I used to work for the company. I recently quit the company, almost a year ago, but I kept my stocks and I kept my investment, so I'm still part of the company, and I'm going to continue to DCA in like I've always done over the last couple of years, especially these last 2 years where I haven't sold any share stocks out of my Walmart account. I've always just DCA'd into the account, dollar cost average, a certain amount of money every week, every 2 weeks, whatever it is, and I just continue to build this position up, man. That $11,594 didn't get in there overnight. It didn't get in there in 1 year. It took a couple of years to get there because I DCA something, sometimes like $50, sometimes $100. But I just always contribute something to the pot. I always contribute something to the mix so we can have the benefits of what we have now. Walmart has paid off as a good company for me. Next up, let's talk about SPLG. SPLG is my S&P 500 ETF, sitting at $72.02. I'm up in the pre-market today by 0.42%. And right now, I have 215.61 shares of SPLG. Market value $15,528.90. That's a pretty significant number. Some of you guys be saying. Average cost is $63.83. I am up total in the position right now $1,766.35. That's a 12.83% return. Last year in the market, the S&P 500 returned us like a 24% return, and I was in the market for the whole year. So I got all of that. And as the second year rolls around for the S&P for me investing, I'm continuously to invest, continuously letting that dollar cost average take place. I'm continuously letting that compound interest take place. And so we're going to continue to grow our position right here in SPLG. SPLG is my foundational ETF. You guys been following me, you should know that. It's my I got a 3-fund portfolio for growth and for sustainability with the account. If you already know, it's the first one is going to be that foundational. This is the ETF that you invest in that gives you a broad spectrum of the market. You can invest in the S&P 500, or you can invest in a total stock market, the world total stock market. For me, I just do the S&P 500. That's the standard. That's like what everybody else compares their investments to, the S&P. So that's what I use. And you really can't lose with the S&P because, like I said, unlike our last investment into a Walmart, this is a single stock. If something goes down in the S&P 500, if one of those companies just tanks, you still got 499 other companies that's going to lift you up. So that's like safety in numbers, so to speak. So the bulk of my money I try to put into the ETFs, guys. And as you can see, I built up my position right here with the market value of $15,528. Y'all, that's a real $15,528. Some of y'all get a $15,000 check, and man, you will go buy a car, you will go on vacation, you will get pregnant. I mean, you do anything. I don't know what you're gonna do, but for me, I took my time, dollar cost average in every single week, every single 2 weeks, whenever I got paid, and I built up my position right here in SPLG. And because I know this is what I was going to use in my later days to retire early, to be able to live the lifestyle I want, to be able to fund the lifestyle I want, and not have to worry about where the money is going to come from. I sacrifice now, guys. In my young days, I don't go buy all the fancy cars, the fancy jewelry right now. The fancy clothes. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't walk around here like some of the other YouTubers teach, and they say, oh, the key to getting rich is to look like a bum. The key to getting rich is act like you poor. No, that's not what I do. I still eat steak. I still go out to dinner sometimes. I cook at home. I still bought a nice house 2 years ago. Me and my, I'm married. Me and my wife, we still shop, do whatever we got to do for our household and stuff like that. So, guys, no, living like you're poor is not the key to getting wealthy or rich. I don't know why they came out with that, but I will say, what you must do is budget. That's what I do. I budget when I get my income, whatever kind of income you get, whether you work a job or you get paid, whatever it is, I budget. I set aside money for this, set aside money for that, and I set aside money for investing. I set aside money for giving, whatever it is I'm trying to do, because you got to be a giver in this life. You don't want to always just be somebody who's taking from the world. You're taking from the universe. You're taking from whatever God give you. You're always taking. No, also be a giver. You got to also learn to be a giver. You got to also learn to be a doer. You got to be willing to help others, because you was once in their predicament and you always wanted somebody there to help you. So maybe whether you did or didn't get the help, you be the help that somebody else needs. That's what I would encourage you with. But anyway, the S&P 500 has freed me up to be able to do that. My investments in the S&P 500, if I need to help somebody, and I can come right here into this ETF, the pool, this pot, and pull whatever I need to pull as a donation, as a gift, as whatever, and help whoever, because I've used my time wisely and my money wisely to help build up the position. And we're going to continue building up this position to the point to where, man, millionaire status shall be achieved. Okay. Next, I want to take a look at Google. Alphabet Class A is another one of my investments, sitting at $186.81 right now. I got 12.71 shares of Google. I got market value is $2,375.09. Average cost is $144.36. Total return overall is $539.77. I am up 29.41% in this position, almost a 30% return. Absolutely incredible. The S&P 500 is on average between 7 and 10% return, and this stock is above the S&P. It gives you a almost 30% 30% return. I'm sorry, I almost said 90, but almost 30% return. Year to date, we're down a little bit, but for the 1 year, look at that, 30.54%. 30.54%. I'm going to continue to DCA into Google and get more shares. I got Class A and I got Class C. One of them just means you got voters' rights. The other one means you don't. That's all that is. Next stock I think is going to explode this year is Amazon. Amazon is worth $229.70. I have 3.93 shares of Amazon. Market value is $903.39. Average cost is $167.48. Total return right now is $244.71, or a 37.15% return. If you thought Google was a big boy banger, it gets even bigger. Amazon is almost at a 40% return this year, while Google was at a 30% return. My goodness. Both of these companies in my portfolio is going to guarantee my portfolio see higher heights at a quicker rate. I'm going to continue to buy and hold Amazon, big boy, blue chip Amazon, long term for the next 10 years, 15 years, whatever it takes for me to hit millionaire status. I'm going to continue to buy it. Next, I got Microsoft. Microsoft is sitting at $409.79. Now, the crazy thing about Microsoft, or the interesting thing I should say about Microsoft is, I believe they are up to something, guys. What you mean, KJ? I believe Microsoft is up to something. Microsoft has not been this low in forever. I bought Microsoft last year at like around $411 is my average price. And right now, a year later, it's at $409. So we're down. Right now, I got 3.70 shares of Microsoft. My market value is $1,518.52. Average cost is $411.89. And then look at the total return. I'm down $7.92, like I was just talking about. I never been down in Microsoft all last year, and then all of a sudden this year, because I guess they did have a couple of questionable earnings reports. They kind of missed on top line, kind of missed on bottom line. It kind of shook up some of the investors, but I believe Microsoft is making a comeback. I'm doing some reading on the company. They're supposed to be merging with somebody. I think Intel or something like that. They're supposed to be doing some merging. So we're going to see about Microsoft. We're going to see what they do. I'm not totally counting these guys out. They're part of the Magnificent Seven, so you really can't count them out. For a little bit last year, Microsoft was like the most valuable company in the world from a market cap standpoint. But of course, Apple quickly reassumed that title. Even Nvidia had got that title for like a month or so, and then people started selling off the company. But yeah, Microsoft is still one of those big boy bangers. I mean, I'm not gonna just throw in the towel on Microsoft. I'm gonna continue to DCA in because I believe in the company. I believe they got a strategy, long-term strategy that's gonna, rival some of these AI companies out here, and I believe they're gonna be around for a lot longer. So I'm gonna continue to DCA into Microsoft. Next, I want to talk about the golden goose. Apple is at $244.26. Down this morning. I got 17 shares of Apple. What happened? Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. I used to have 22 shares of Apple. I sold about 5 shares and some 5 point something amount of shares of Apple because I had to buy a new Apple iPhone. That's right. I used my Apple stock to buy Apple products. I use my Microsoft stocks to buy Microsoft products. I use my Google stock to buy Google products and whatever else I may need and want. and I was in a position of doing so. Right now, the market value is $4,166.14. Average cost was $175.12. And the total return has gotten back into the thousands. I am up $1,179.37 in this position, a 39.49% increase on the dollar. That's a 40% return. Guys, I done showed you, oh my goodness, I done showed you at least 4 companies now that's giving me at least a 30% to 40% return. My God, even though Microsoft was down, it was green, but it was down towards my average price. As far as my average price go, Microsoft still gave at least a 30% return last year. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Apple, Microsoft, it was Google, and then it was What was the other one I gave y'all? Amazon. That's right. All four of those, man. Banging investments. Banging. Anything over 8%, guys, we're getting rich. Now, what else we want to take a look at? That FTEC. This is my second ETF I want to share with y'all. FTEC is my Fidelity Information Technology Index ETF. Sitting at 191.10. It went straight up today in the pre-market. I got 12.79 shares of LTEC and looking to buy more. This year is my year to really hunker down on LTEC and explode the wealth in this company. Market value is $2,444.44. Average cost is $171.95. And right now I have a total return of $245.01 or 11.14% increase. Y'all look at the year to date. We're up 2.49% LTEC, and you already know the market this year already in the first 6 weeks of the year has been kind of bumpy and rocky. But look at the 1 year return. Woo! LTEC, the 1 year return says 24.72%. But when the market is really, really good and how it's gonna go back to being in a couple of days, that thing returned us a 33% last year. In the past year, LTEC returned us a 33% increase. But even 24.72 is a dynamic increase. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. Have investments in your portfolio that's going to give you a higher return than what the market gives. So you can make money. So you can see your gains. So you can see that the progress is being made. So if you are on this wealth transfer blueprint journey with me, we are getting to millionaire status, and we're going to get there rather quickly because we have investments that carry and hold a lot of weight. Yeah. Now, look at the next individual stock, Nvidia. Nvidia is at $141.49. Guys, it's made a turnaround ever since the DeepSeek information slipped out there. That DeepSeek stuff, and then they saying that DeepSeek really can't deliver as good as they promised they can deliver. So now investors are back into the American companies, which I always knew it was just propaganda. So that was an opportunity to buy more shares of our favorite companies and ETFs. Now, right now, look at the shares. I got 54.71 shares of Nvidia in this particular account. Market value $7,743.38. Oh, 47 cents. Average cost is $118.26. I'm up $1,272.27. That's a 19.66 return. Look at the 1 year for this one. 91.56%. Y'all, what? Earlier, it was over 135%. Nvidia in 1 year, over 91% return, guys. Oh, my goodness. You can tell I'm up today, but I got the energy for y'all today. These stock investment gets me excited. Ow! Because I put my heart and soul into the research, and then I find these companies that are changing lives, man. Another great company in the Magnificent Seven, Nvidia, man. Look at that right there. So we go over into the traditional IRA. Right now, we're seeing $45,782.57. We up $504 on today. Why is that? Buying power, 26.07 and 24 cents. Why is this portfolio doing so good? It has 150 shares of Nvidia in it right now. Look at this particular account, 150 shares, Nvidia, market value, $21,216.02. Average cost is $109.08. That's it, $109.08. I got it at the low price, guys. I got it at the low price. Look at that total return, $4,723.61. Woo! That's right. That's right. And guess what? Guess what we're going to do this time, guys? We're not going to let Nvidia slip down this time. We're going to take profits. We're going to take the gains, and we're going to hold on to them because we want to multiply. We left too much money on the table last year. This year, we won't be like that. This year, we won't be leaving money on the table like that. We're going to be getting our gains, and we're going to be capitalizing. Now, I'm not saying I'm selling the entire position. I'm still buying big boy blue chip long term. I still believe in the long term strategy. I'm not saying we're getting rid of it. What I'm saying is we're going to capture the profits of it. I want this thing to get up to $151 a share, and then we cash it in. We're cashing in on profits. I left too much money on the table last year. Guys, I'm in my mid-30s. I'm only getting older. We're not getting younger. So I can't afford to leave big chunks of money on the table like that. As you see, I'm already up to 4,700. When that thing hit 150, 151 a share, that 47 turned it to like 66. And that was almost $7,000, y'all. And when that deep seek information came out and the market started crashing down, man, all my gains just melted away. Man, I could have hollered. But I'm not gonna let it do it to me. It's not gonna do it to me this next go round either. We're gonna definitely get what we need to get. Also, we got 10 shares of MicroStrategy sitting at $337.50. Market value is $33.75. Average cost is $297.14. And I got a total return right now of $403.40. That's almost up 14% return on ROI. MicroStrategy, another, started off at a short-term play, ended up being a long-term investment because I believe that the guy MicroStrategy, the one who came out with the MicroStrategy, he's buying based off of the Bitcoins that's being mined. And I feel like Bitcoin is going to be one of the currencies of the future. So that's why I finally started investing in it. And that's why I also invest in companies that invest in it. And MicroStrategy has been in my portfolio probably about a month and a half now. And like I said, I got $405 profit right now. I'm going to continue to build that up. I got 10 shares. I'm going to continue to build that up. Got a DCA into that position as well. And just kind of see where it goes from there. One of the big boys in the room, man, that's here to stay, Palantir Technologies. Palantir, since the earnings report just this past month, Palantir has skyrocketed, man. Oh, my goodness. I wish I would have bought like $10,000 worth of Palantir when I first got into it. Palantir right now is at $120.91 a share. I got 16.73 shares. Market value is $2,025.11. Average cost is $67.83 when I got into it. And total return right now is $891.32. Got 78.38% return. Guys, I ain't been in Palantir a year. I have not been in Palantir 1 year. But Palantir is currently the boomer of the boom. It's booming better than the video was booming. It's booming better than the video was booming. Now, look at the year to date. Year to date, Palantir up 58.77%. Y'all, this is what I'm talking about. Looking and finding big companies with big gains that's going to give your portfolio a big return. And that's what you need to be doing if your strategy is to become a millionaire like me. Financial freedom, being able to go do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, not worrying about how it's going to be paid for. But if you want to do that, if you need companies you can latch your financial horses to that's going to carry you where you need to go. I'm telling you, Palantir is that company. In 1 year, this company is up 383%. Oh my goodness, 383.79%. Oh my goodness, in 1 year, guys, in 1 year. Woo! I'm telling you, I wish I would have been in Palantir last year, but we can't keep crying over spilled milk. What we gonna do is continue the dollar cost average in the Palantirs. Even, I don't care if the stock market's up, down, sideways. Invest. I'm telling you what I'm doing, guys. Like I told you before, caution, caution, caution. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. Me. This is my portfolio. This is my YouTube video. I am simply recording information what I'm going to do. I'm not telling you what you ought to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing. So if you do what I do and you lose money, then baby, that's on you. Do not come for me because I ain't looking for you. Okay, now, anyway, Palantir. I'm going to go all in on this company because it's the type of company that it is. It is a contractual based company with the government and the CIA. They get paid to make these basically to take this the government and putting them on the AI grid system. I mean, that's what Palantir basically is. It's a governmental contracted company, and they grow. The more the government use them, the more contracts they get with the government, the bigger the company grows and the more the things that they do. So I'm going to continue to lock in with that because I feel like, the U.S. government been around for the last, I don't know how many hundreds of years. And since the United States has ever been created, and then I don't foresee them going nowhere else either. So I feel like this company's going to be here for a while, and it's going to benefit, and it's going to help my portfolio benefit from it a whole lot as well because of the type of stock that it is. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Right now, we got $110,290.08. This is the highest the portfolio on this particular portfolio has ever been. This is at the all-time high of this portfolio. Also, we got another $10,800 in the Fidelity account, growing and growing over there as well. So we're clearly over 120, almost $122,000 on our way to 200,000, and we're going to get there pretty quickly. So you guys hold on tight as I document our financial journey to freedom. This has been another great episode of KJ the Investor. This is KJ. The market's finna open in 1 minute, so I'm finna go ahead and get off of here and get ready for that. But I just want to bring you guys this in the pre-market. It's already jumping. I already knew that these next 4 trading days is going to be doing this thing. And this is KJ. If you got any kind of comments, questions, concerns, drop them down in the comment box below. Share the video with friends and family that needs financial guidance and help. You think they want to make it to freedom, share this video with them. If it's help you, help them. And as always, guys, I'm always here for you. Got any kind of questions, comments, concerns. This is KJ the Investor, over and out. Peace.